Hello everyone, welcome to another series of Ask a Lawyer. I am Weekly Fowino, and today we'll be having a discussion. I'll be answering questions that affect the community in criminal sector. So these are questions which will help the community to understand more about their right, understand more about criminal law, and by answering those questions, we'll create awareness together. So welcome to today's session. Thank you. A police officer does not need to have a warrant to arrest you. This because the law gives the police officer the right to arrest you without a warrant. And these reasons are found under the Criminal Procedure Code, which give the police power to arrest you without a warrant. These instances include a police officer may arrest you if he suspects that you have committed a cognizable offense. So a person who is a suspect of committing an offense may be arrested by a police officer without a warrant. So the police standing orders and the Criminal Procedure Code give the power to the police officer to arrest a person without a warrant. Secondly, a police officer may arrest a person who commits an offense in their presence. So if you commit a criminal offense in the premises, or you can say it in a simple terms, on the eyes or on the eyes of the police officer, then he has a right to arrest you. So this is an example. A police officer is passing by and he has seen you committing an offense, then he has that right to arrest you. Then the third reason is when you are obstructing a police officer in his line of duty, then he can arrest you. And this commonly happens, you know, when someone is being arrested sometime in the public, some people are coming and shouting, "Mwache, mwache," something like that. So in law, when you are found obstructing a police officer from conducting his or her duty, then that police officer does not need a warrant to arrest you. Then the other reason that an officer may arrest a person without a warrant is when he or she finds you on the wee hours on the road. Example is like at saa 10 asubuhi umeshikwa, let's say ile kwa Kiswahili nasemanga masaa za usiku, ile time kila mtu amelala, unashikwa kwa barabara ukifanya nini. So a police officer may have that right to arrest you. So those are some of the instances that maybe people may not know in the community, but the act gives the police a right to arrest any person, as long as they meet the criteria that are set under the CPC. And some of the examples are those which I have just stated earlier before. Thank you. When it comes to searches and seizure, mostly searches can happen. A police officer may have a search warrant, or he may not have a search warrant. So both the police officer have the right to do so. So typically a search is usually given by the magistrate court. So the key thing which must be there must be a name of the person and the description of the person being, maybe a warrant has been given to it. Secondly, the reason why the search is given, and that search must be signed by the authority. Then the search is mainly an authority given by the police to go and seize good. So because some people may argue that yes, I have my right under Article 31, right to privacy, but you must note that right to privacy is not absolute. Under Article 24 of the Constitution, right to privacy is limited. So this is what gives the police the right to come and search your property. But it must come from an authority, which is the court. Then there's also other type of searches where a police officer does not need a warrant to search you. So this is mainly done through good faith, or there's a good intention. So maybe by the police officer going to court to seek a search warrant, maybe the person may have escaped. So this is the police standing orders grant the powers to the officers who are conducting an arrest, maybe without a warrant, to conduct that as such. So this is important, but it is based on good intention to promote justice and apprehend the suspect, or apprehend the, what do you call it, apprehend a document, it can be property, which may have been used in the offense. So the police officer may search or seize those goods without a warrant. And these are mainly done through good intention, and the police officer must prove to the court that indeed it was conducted on good faith to promote justice. Then the other question that maybe I may also add on that is, I've seen is that most people, because then who has the power to, when it comes to searches? Searches is given by the court, and it can be executed by a police, I will call it a police as institution. So it's not a mandate of one police officer, it's an institution. So because someone can because an example, today I'm a police officer, I've been given a search warrant to execute, and tomorrow maybe I'll be given orders to go to another place. Will that search be invalid? No. So a search is executed by the police as an institution. So yes, I may be out of work, but that search will still be in operation. So that is what I wanted to clarify. My experience in litigation and when it comes to legal representation. So first of all, I'll highlight that it is important for you to seek for advice or representation or opinion of a legal officer in court. At what time is it important for you to have legal representation? So I will say the moment you're arrested, make sure that there is a lawyer or an advocate or a legal personnel who may assist you in your case. Because in most people, disasters start after arrest. So don't wait until you go into court for you to look for an advocate. The moment you are arrested, because one thing that is really important is, as a right of a person who has been arrested, you have the right to remain silent until you can talk to your lawyer, because the lawyer will give you an insight of your case. Because the importance of it, because it really helps, because by having ADR in criminal procedures, we call them alternative dispute resolution, a lawyer may help you while you're in custody before going to take your plea. So I'll advise, it is important for you to seek for legal advice or for lawyer services or legal protection services when you're arrested. Then, what happens if you can't afford one? Nowadays in court, we have pro bono lawyers that work to ensure that there is fair representation, so that this is case-to-case basis. And mostly the priority are given to juvenile offenders. These are minors. You can call them, these are, what do you call it, people who have not reached the age of majority. That's what happened. There were people who are given the, what do you call it, they are given the priority. But you can also ask to be given a pro bono lawyer, or you can also seek assistance from NGOs which give legal services. Maybe they may have advocates who give pro bono services. So this is mainly for people who can't afford legal services. The court has kept mechanism that allow you to seek for pro bono services during your presentation. But I'll note that the priority are mainly given to, what do you call it, children, because they can understand. So it is based on a priority base. That's what I can say. Thank you.